Stacey X and Billie Eilish, that is Guess here on 98 FM. And that is it for me, Leanne Hannafin. Enjoy the rest of your Stephen's Day, the one and only. Barry Dunn is on the way to continue the dance and R&B anthems for it, including a bit of French Montana. He's got Adam Port to play, and it's Basement Jaxx kicking things off next.
Brian Dowling and Suzanne Kane on 98 FM.
Come on now.
In your ears from 10 a.m.
So Ollie Murs has returned to the stage to support Take That just 48 hours after having a baby. Do you know, 48 hours up there on the stage in front of an audience, and he was wearing black leather pants and a black tank top.
Oh wow.
He really just popped
He's
back.
got the figure back.
Yeah.
Bounced back,
He really bounced back and he just showed it off. It was beautiful.
Listen, I'll come back in here 48 hours wearing a crop top and leather trousers. What do you think?
Do you know what? Take the break.
Brian Dowling and Suzanne Kane. 98 FM. On your radio, on the Go Loud player, and on your smart speaker. Play 98 FM. 98.
At 9, good evening, I'm Tina Gates. A woman in her 30s has died following a hit and run in Blanchardstown in Dublin this evening. Gardaí are appealing for witnesses following the incident involving a car and 4 pedestrians at approximately 5:45 p.m. A man in his 30s who was seriously injured was brought to Connolly Hospital where he's receiving treatment. The driver of the car failed to remain at the scene. Gardaí are appealing for any witnesses who may have camera footage, including dashcam, to come forward. The road remains closed tonight for a technical examination as investigations continue. Police in the north have launched a murder inquiry following the death of a man in Newtownards in County Down. The man was found unconscious just before 1:50 a.m. this morning and was taken to hospital where he later passed away. 2 women aged 58 and 33 were arrested at the scene, while a man aged 36 was arrested at a nearby address. The head of the World Health Organization says he was at Yemen's Sana'a airport when it was hit by Israeli airstrikes. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus says he was about to board a flight when the building came under aerial bombardment. Speaking through an interpreter, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu claims the IDF was targeting Houthi rebels.
A little while ago, the Air Force attacked targets of the Houthi terrorist organisation in Yemen, both on the coastline and in Sana'a. We are determined to root out this terrorist arm of Iran's axis of evil. We will persist in this until we complete the job.
5 journalists are believed to have been killed in an Israeli airstrike in Gaza. Gaza authorities say the strike hit a white van marked Press. ABC News correspondent Britt Clennett says the Israeli military claims it targeted a vehicle carrying Islamic Jihad militants.
The IDF said it targeted Islamic Jihad operatives posing as journalists, saying that it does what it can to avoid civilian casualties. But we also heard from the Committee to Protect Journalists saying journalists are civilians and must always be protected, adding that 133 Palestinian journalists have been killed since the war began.
Speculations building. A Russian air defense system downed the plane that crashed in Kazakhstan yesterday, killing 38 people. It follows reports by 4 separate Reuters sources. Moscow is not taking responsibility. Speaking through an interpreter, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov says there needs to be an investigation.
The investigation is ongoing. Any incident should be investigated by special aviation authorities, and it would be wrong to make hypotheses before investigators make their verdict. We should wait till the end of the investigation.
More than 20 firefighters from 3 districts attended a fire in Balbriggan in County Dublin this afternoon. They were called to deal with a blaze at the vacant old shopping centre in the town. There's been significant damage to the structure, but no reports of any injuries. And India's former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has died aged 92. He was apparently admitted to hospital in New Delhi after losing consciousness at home. And that's your latest news update at 9:03. Sport now. In soccer, it's 1-1 between Liverpool and Leicester in this evening's late game in the Premier League. A win for Liverpool would see them open up a 7-point lead at the top of the table. Second-placed Chelsea were beaten 2-1 by their neighbours Fulham this afternoon. Manchester United have dropped to 14th place after suffering a 2-0 loss at Wolves. Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola admits that they'll be making January signings after being held to a 1-1 draw at home to Everton. He says they need to dip into the market to bolster the squad.
We have to add some players, but after when these players come and they play in their position, after they are unhappy. But the truth is, all season we have a lot. and this is a problem. And for the end, and I think it's not to bring a player for that. I had to bring a player for the next 3, 4, 5 years, and this is sometimes not easy to do it. But of course, I think we have to try it because it's sustained for a long time. So 8 important players injured.
Nottingham Forest heaped more pressure on Tottenham manager Ange Postecoglou by winning 1-0 at their meeting at the City Ground. Bournemouth stretched their unbeaten run to 6 games with a 0-0 draw against Crystal Palace. Newcastle enjoyed a 3-0 win at home to Aston Villa, while Jared Bowen grabbed the winner as West Ham beat basement team Southampton 1-0. Celtic hold a 12-point lead at the top of the Scottish Premier table. The Hoops continue their unbeaten start to the season with a 4-0 win at home to Motherwell. In racing, Paul Townend says winning the King George VI Chase with Banbridge is a huge moment in his career. The Irish champion jockey timed a late push from Joseph O'Brien's charge as they landed today's festive feature at Kempton. And in rugby, there won't be a clash of Ireland's potential Six Nations starting out halves when Munster hosts Leinster in the United Rugby Championships tomorrow, as Munster are without Jack Crowley for the game at Thomond Park as he's being rested due to the IRFU's player welfare protocols. And that's your latest news and sport at 5 minutes past 9.
98 FM and Off the Ball. With Mondello Park, Ferrari, Porsche, Drift, Formula and their new Audi R8 Supercar experience. See mondellopark.ie.
The Harvey Norman Big Sale is now on. And for today only, spend €250 or more and get an incredible 10% of your purchase price in Harvey Norman gift cards. That's 10% of your purchase price in Harvey Norman gift cards when you spend €250 or more today only. All this plus massive deals across appliances, technology, furniture and bedding. The Harvey Norman Big Sale now on, in-store and online. Don't miss out.
98 FM weather with SSE Airtricity. Join the thousands of homes and businesses choosing cleaner, renewable energy.
A mild and mostly dry night ahead of a mostly cloudy, mild day tomorrow, with overnight lows of between 8 and 10 degrees. Dublin's good times at Christmas. This is 98 FM.
98 FM's Cash Machine.
I hope you got everything you wanted for Christmas Day. But if you didn't, maybe you should make your own list. Maybe you should do your own shopping. We're giving away more than 50k on New Year's Eve. Winning details coming up. I'm Barry Dunn, trying to work off the calories right now by playing Basement Jacks.
98 FM. Dublin's Good Times. 98 FM.